Hello everyone. Today once again I am in front of you with a new video which is actually based on examination tips for grade 10th and grade 12. So once again I am here with some tips which I am going to share with you. So let us begin with the preparation strategies. The first thing which we supposed to do, we should read NCRT test books and make notes on a key points. The first and the most important thing is this, that the books which are prescribed by CBSE, especially the test books, literature reader and the supplementary books, we should go through all the chapters and we should make our own notes. Second thing, which most of the students they love to do, it is we should practice the previous year question papers, PYQ. PYQ is very important for each and every student. So at least we should practice 10 years papers and the sample paper. Sample papers and PYQ both are very important so that we should become familiar with the examination pattern and the time management. Most of the students they complain that most of the times they are not able to complete all the questions which are given in a question paper. So once we practice the sample paper, once we practice the previous year question papers, so this is the only way so that we can become familiar with the examination pattern and the time management. Next is focus on improving our reading comprehension skill. The first section of the question paper which is based on comprehension. It is very important to practice more comprehension because comprehension section, it is the only section which actually help us to uplift our percentage. So we should practice more comprehension, and this practice is very important. How we can do this practice? By reading the newspaper, reading articles and other literature books. It really helps us to improve our reading habits. Moving ahead, we have some more examination tips. The first is read the question paper carefully and manage your time effectively. Once you enter in the examination hall, once you get your question paper, the first thing which we supposed to do is to read the question paper thoroughly and to read the question paper very carefully and manage your time effectively. We should know very well that which section of the question paper we should attempt first. Either we should attempt the literature section first or the writing section. So we have to decide first while reading the question paper carefully. Next is attempt the literature section first. Most of the students, what do? They start doing the question paper with the reading section, and most of the time actually they spend to complete the reading section, and what happen after that? They do not get sufficient of time, they do not get ample of time to complete the remaining sections of the question paper. So whenever you begin your question paper, always try to attempt the literature section first. So first section which you supposed to attempt, it is a literature section, and after that, once you have completed your literature section, you should attempt your writing section as well as the grammar section. If I talk about the class 10th, so the next section which a student should attempt, it is always after literature, it should be writing section followed by the grammar section. But for class 12th, because grammar is not a part of class 12th question paper, so after completing the literature section, they can do the writing section. Okay, and then after The last section which a child should attempt, it should always be reading section, the first section. So it means we should begin with the literature section. After that, the second section, which is a writing section, or in class 10th, the grammar section. And at last, we should attempt the reading section. While writing your answers, you should use the bullet points, headings, and underlines to make your answer more clear and concise. Whenever you attempt the literature section, whenever you attempt your writing section, what you should do, you should write in a bullets. Wherever it is necessary, or wherever you find that you should highlight some things, you should underline it, so that you can make your answer more effective and more clear. Okay. Practice writing formats. Format is the major part of a writing section. If your format is correct, definitely you will get full marks in a particular question. So, for writing section, you must do practice of formats. You should practice the format of letter writing. You should practice the format of analytical paragraph, because analytical paragraph and letter writing, they both come in grade 10, while in grade 12 we have notice, we have invitations, replies, report writing, and article. So the more you practice, the more you can write your answer in a better way. So practice is the major ingredient in a writing section. And basically what we should practice the formats. Now, after this, here I would like to give you the section wise tips. The tips which I have shared with you, they are the collaborative tips which you should follow while writing your answer script. But here I would like to share with you some tips which are actually the section specific tips. So once you do your literature section, for literature you should focus on theme. Theme of what? Theme of the chapters. You should focus the characters which are introduced in the chapters, whether the chapters are of a literature section or whether the chapters are of a supplementary reader, and the textual evidences. These are the major things which you should prepare while preparing your chapters. For writing, as I have already discussed with you, for writing section, what is most important? To practice the formats. Now for grammar, basically for class 10th. For grammar, what we should practice? Tenses. Tenses is the major part of a grammar section, and even in a grade 10 we have given the subject verb agreement, or you can say subject verb conquered. Modals, it is also a part of class 10th grammar, and reported speech. So in a grammar section, as you have done more practice of a grammar section, there will be the 12 questions, and out of 12, a child supposed to do only 10 questions, and these 10 questions actually they come from tenses, they come from subject verb agreements, modal, and reported speech. Okay, last minute tips, which is very important. Before going to your examination center, before you enter in your examination room, you should stay calm. You should become focused while writing your answer script. Even before enter in your examination room, you should be calm, composed, and focused. Focus to score better marks. Focus to write your answer in a better way. Very important. Attempt all the questions and leave some time for revision. Most of the time, what happen? basically in English paper, that the child always begin with the reading section and they don't get time even to complete the question paper, or sometimes they don't get time even to revise. So as I have already shared with you, begin with literature section, followed with the writing and the grammar, and at last attempt your reading section. So if this way you will be writing your answer script, definitely you will get some time to revise, to check either the question is not left, or try to attempt all the questions. Do not leave any question unattempted. Here are the certain tips which I would like to give you, basically which is associated with the reading skill, which is section 1, and it is completely based on comprehension. This section is often the biggest time taker. Yes, I told you. Reading section, it is the only section which often take most of the time. So this section should attempt at the end. While doing the reading section, you should read the question first, which gives you the mental hooks. When you read the passage, your brain will automatically flag the answer. What the student do while doing the reading section? They read the passage completely, but they do not read the question first. So while reading the doing the section 1, which is a reading section, what you should do? You should read the question and then you should read the passage. This way, easily you can get the answer of your question. Even in this section, there are certain questions which are based on vocabulary. So vocabulary based question, if you don't want a word meaning, then read the entire sentence it is in. The context usually reveals if the word is positive, negative, or a specific action. Where the problem arises, where the student stuck in a vocabulary based question, because most of the time the student do not know the meaning of a particular word which is asked in the question. So at that time, what you should do, wherever you find that the meaning of the word is hidden in a particular paragraph, you should read the paragraph thoroughly. You should read the sentence, and this way actually the sentence or the paragraph tells you the meaning of a particular word, and this way you will get a help to write the answer, to write the meaning of the word. Now come to the section B, which is a writing skills or a grammar section. The secret of doing the writing skill is always format and accuracy. Even if your content is average, but with the perfect format, you will score nearly 50% of the marks for that question. In a writing section, two things are very important. One is the format of a particular question, and the another thing is accuracy. Even if the content which you are writing in a writing section, suppose you are writing a notice writing and your content somewhere it is not flawless, but the format which you have used while writing your notice, you will get at least good marks. You will get at least score nearly 50% marks in that particular question. So format actually it is the backbone of a writing skills. Whenever you write your question, whenever you attempt your answer in a writing skill, try to write the answer with a perfect format. In grade 10, there are the two question, one is based on a letter writing and the second is analytical paragraph. While I have already discussed with you in a writing section in grade 12, we have notice. You will be getting two notice and out of two you will be doing only one. Second is the invitations and the replies. Third is report writing and the fourth is article writing. So you should memorize the correct format. So wherever you feel a doubt, wherever you have a doubt to write the correct format, you should always take help from CBSE academics. When you write a notice, do not forget to draw a box, because if the child is not drawing a box while doing the notice, the child will definitely penalized by the examiner. So box is the mandatory part of making a notice. Analytical paragraph, which is given in grade 10, use trend words like fluctuated, peaked, perpetuated and showed, or downward trend. So these are the certain words which you can use while writing the analytical paragraph. Letter to editor. Letter to editor, or there are the certain other type of a letter in grade 10. So whenever you write a letter, you should try to begin with the letter with the opening lines. Here one example is given for you. Even if you write the editorial letter or letter to editor, so this way we can begin our letter with the standard opening lines, which is, through the column of your esteemed daily, I would like to draw the attention of the concerned authorities towards. So these are the opening lines which I have given for you whenever you write an editorial letter, and similarly there are the certain lines which you can use for writing the another type of letter. Now come to the last section of the question paper, which is literature, and yes, you should begin your question paper with this section only, which is literature. So this is the only section where the student often lose marks by not writing the answer perfectly. So here I suggest you that wherever you feel, you should write some keywords which you can take from the text. Like one of the example is given by me, which I have taken from class 12th. For example, in the rat trap letter, use paddler and the metaphor instead of just the man and the comparison. Character sketches. Character sketches, you must know, you should know some basic traits of the characters which are introduced in a particular chapter. Poetic devices. There are the certain poems which are given in the textbook of grade 10th as well as in grade 12. So you must be familiar with all the poetic devices like simile, metaphor, personification and alliteration. So these poetic devices are used in grade 10 and in grade 12 poems. So you should be familiar with these. Now there are the certain journal presentation tips which I would like to share once again with you, and these are: examiner usually evaluate 100 of papers, make your answer script easy to read. Whenever you write your answer should not be vague. So you are not the one whose answer script the examiner is going to evaluate. He is going to evaluate more than 100 answer script. So the way you are writing your answers in your answer script should be very presentable. The answers you are writing in your answer script should be readable. The 15 minutes rule. Use the reading time to select which optional questions you will answer. Mark them with the pencil. So the 15 minutes which CBSE provide the student before you write the answer, these 15 minutes you can use to read your comprehension. These 15 minutes you can use to read your question paper thoroughly and to comprehend and understand your question paper. You should underline the keywords which are given in the literature part. You should underline the important keywords in the questions so that you can write the answers in a more precise way. Whenever you write answer in a literature section, please adhere the word limit. If the question is of 2 marker, at least 2 points should be given. If the question is of 5 marker, 5 points should be given. Do not elaborate your answer too much. Do not try to exceed the word limit. We should always try to write in a way which is asked in the question paper. Writing the answer more elaboratory doesn't mean that you will get more marks. Actually, this way the chances will be increased that you will attempt more grammatical error, more spelling error. So do not exceed your answer. You should always try to write the answer as per the marks. Whenever you write your literature section, please make ensure that the answer which you are writing should be written in a same tense. You are not supposed to club so many tenses all together. If the question is asked in a present tense, try to write the answer in a present tense only. If it is asked in a question, if the question is asked in a past tense, try to write the answer in a past tense only. So these are the certain tips which really help you to write your answer script in a better way and to score good marks, because as you are the one who could create wonders in your writing script, and I hope and even I wish that your pen will write the stories of your success and your heart will stay calm and bright. So with this, thank you very much and good luck.